Hello everybody, hope you are doing well. In today's video we are going to be implementing the Facebook sign-in, so hope you find it exciting and let's start code. Okay, so first thing we want to do is go to our Firebase console, go to authentication, in sign-in method and add new provider, it will be Facebook. And as you can see, to enable Facebook we need an app ID and an app secret. And we also need to add this to the Facebook app configuration. We don't have all this yet, so to do so, let's go to the documentation. So let's go to help, Firebase developer docs, and here for build authentication, iOS plus, and here Facebook login. Okay, and as you can see, first thing is add Firebase, so we already did this. Then as you can see, we need to open the Facebook follow developers to get the app ID and app secret. So let's go here. Okay, we need to go to my apps. Okay, and we need to create a new app. Okay, for app name, I'm going to call it Pinterest tutorial. Okay, then next. For the use case, it will be authenticate and request data from user with the Facebook login. Next, I don't want to connect a business portfolio yet. Next, we can now finalize and go to dashboard. Okay, perfect. So let's wait for it. Okay, perfect. Now if I go to my app setting, basic, I should find the app ID and the app secret. So hopefully I can get them. Okay, as you can see, this is the app ID. So now if I return here, close this, add new provider, Facebook, enable it, add the app ID and also the app secret, which will be, I need to show it and copy this. Okay, and now I got also the app secret. But I also, as you can see, need to set up this auto redirect URI. So I will copy this callback URI and I need to add it. So I think it can be added in the use case. So okay, so let's customize our use case, and I think here we will get one to add it. So let's check it. Okay, add this because we will need the email. Okay, then let's go to quick start, iOS, and as you can see, they will ask, or before this, let's go to the setting first. Okay, as you can see, we got valid auto redirect URI. I copy it here and save changes. Okay, perfect. Then if I go to quick start, iOS, okay, here as you can see, I need to set up the development environment before using Facebook login. So using Swift package manager, so we will do it. So we will have here file at package dependency, which is this one, Facebook iOS SDK. So as you can see, this is the link. You do add package. I will put the link in the description. Okay, perfect. We need a Facebook core, Facebook login, and that should be all. And we will add the package. Okay, perfect. After that, go to next. As you can see, we need to put here the bundle identifier. So our bundle ID should be here, which is this one. We can copy it and paste it here. Click on save, then continue. Then we need to enable single sign-on, so enable it, save, then next. Then as you can see, this needs to be added to our info.plist. So as you can see, we need Facebook app ID, Facebook client token, Facebook display name, and this bundle URL theme or bundle URL type. So let's add them. So we can go to our info.plist and start adding one after the other. So I will start, the first one will be Facebook app ID. Okay, and here I will add the Facebook app ID, which is okay, let's check what is the Facebook app ID. So let's go again to our Facebook for developers, my apps. Okay, to my Pinterest tutorial. Okay, I already see the app ID, so okay, so let's wait for it. The internet connection is a little bit slow. Okay, so I apologize waiting for it. Okay, in the meantime, we can write the other ones in our info.plist. So here we will also have Facebook display name, which will be Pinterest tutorial. Okay, we will also have Facebook client token. So Facebook client token. Okay, I need to add this also. So okay, I need okay, again I apologize, but the internet connection is a little bit slow. So okay, perfect. So now I can go to app setting, basic. Here I can get the app ID, so which is this one, and add it here in Facebook app ID. And then for the Facebook client token, I think it's in advanced, so in advanced setting, I should be able to find the Facebook client token. So as you can see, we got the Facebook client token here. So I need to copy this and paste it here. Okay, perfect. I also need the queried URL scheme. So here it will be queried URL schemes, as you can see, which is an array. And for item 0, we will have Facebook API. And for item 1, we will have Facebook Messenger share API. Okay, we should be perfect. I also need here in my URL types like I did for Google sign in. I will also need to add another one. Here I will have Facebook sign in, and for the URL scheme it will be Facebook then the app ID. So all I need is I can go back to my app ID, get it, and write the word Facebook and the app ID then, and this should be all. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to our documentation. So we already did all this, we don't need it. So for next then, as you can see, this is what we need to go and do in our app delegate. And a little issue here, one of the issue we need to keep in mind is that we are already integrating Google, so our app delegate or this one needs to take into consideration both Google sign in and Facebook. So we need to write it in a way that is a little bit different to what is in the documentation, so it can handle both of them. Okay, and first thing, of course, as you can guess, we need to import Facebook core. Okay, and here after Firebase app.configure, we will have application delegate dot shared dot application, the one we did finish with launching option, and here I will pass application and launch option. Okay, that should be all for this one. For the other one, the one with open URL and option. So for this one, I'm going to make a few little changes so it can support both of them. So instead of returning GID sign in, I will return application delegate dot shared dot application. I'm going to take the last one, so here I will pass app. For open I will pass the URL. For source application I will pass options, and here the source application. Oh, by the way, for some reason or dot source source application, and for annotation it will be options and also dot annotation. So okay, and hopefully everything will be working the way we want to. And okay, I think for this one it needs to be as a string, so a string, and all this is configuration, so we don't really need to understand everything that is going on here. It's just something you need, so all of this is working. Okay, so once we did this, I think we are done with the configuration. So as you can see, if I go to next, now it's the add the Facebook login button, and as you can see, the code is using UI kit. We are going to be using SwiftUI, so it will be a little bit different. So we won't be following how to call it, the documentation here, we will do a little bit different, so our code can still be clean and is in a way similar to our Google sign-in code. So once we are done with configuration, the first thing I want to do is go to my model, like I did for Google sign-in result model, where I got a model for it. I'm going to do something similar for Facebook. So I will add new file from template. It will be a Swift file, and I'm going to call it Facebook sign-in result model. And here I'm going to do a struct very similar to the other one. I'm going to call Facebook sign-in result model, and here I will have my access token, which is of type string. I will also have user ID, which is also of type string, and finally an email that is optional, so in case I don't have one, so email dot of type string, that is optional. So this is my model that I'm going to be using. So now I can go to my view model, and like I did for sign in with Google, I will add a function that I'm going to call sign in with Facebook. It will also be async throws, and let's keep it empty for now. Now I can go to my login view, and inside my button here I will have task, try, await, and here it will be view model dot sign in with Facebook. Okay, just to be sure, in my Firebase, I forgot to do save here. Okay, so now we enabled Facebook, which is a very important step. Okay, now that I have done all this, I need to go to my auth service, which is the one that handles authentication. And if you remember, we created an extension that is for signing with Google. I made a little mistake by keeping this function inside this extension, where I want to have here Google sign in. Okay, and because sign in with credential will also be used by Facebook, I'm not going to keep it here. So I'm going to cut it and place it inside the main class. And now I'm going to add another extension. This one will be for Facebook sign in. And here I'm going to add an extension auth service. And very similar to what I did with Facebook, I'm going to do similar to what I did with Google, I'm going to do with Facebook. So I'm going to create a function that I'm going to call sign in with Facebook. And similar to this one, it will take a token that is of type Facebook sign in result model. And then I will have a do, try, and catch. So do, and in my catch, of course, I will have print error during Facebook sign in. So Facebook sign in, and I display the error, so error dot localized description. And here in the do, the first thing I want to do is get the credential. Just similar to what we did for sign in with Google, we need the credential so we can use our function, this one, sign in with credential. So we need the credential, so let credential equal Facebook auth provider dot credential, and I'm going to give it tokens dot access token, and from there I get my sign in. So like I did exactly for Google, I will have self.user session equal to try wait sign in with credential, and I pass the credential. Okay, perfect. Then I will check if the email is nil or not, and if it's nil, I check if it exists or no. So really similar to what we did here. So I will have if let email equal user session dot email if email is not nil. In that case, I will check if it does exist or no. So if try await, and I will use check if email exists and pass the email. If it returns false, in that case, okay, and yes, perfect. Okay, so if it returns false, so in that case, it means I need to upload the user data. So try await upload user data, and I'm going to pass it. So for email, I think it's user session dot email else empty array. For ID, I think user session dot user ID else UUID dot UUID string. For name, it will be user session dot display name else empty string. For gender, it will be empty string for now, birth date empty string, and for selected interest an empty array. So this is the first case. Okay, and I forgot I think I forgot the if. Okay, else. Okay, I think the try is not needed here. Okay, else all I need is to fetch the user session. It means the email already exists, so I need to fetch the user. So in this case, try await fetch user data or user service dot share dot fetch current user. Okay, and this is all I need to sign in with Facebook. One last thing I need to do is like I did for Google, is a function like this one for signing with Facebook helper, and here we are going to face a small issue that we need to take into consideration. So first let's create a new class, then we will talk about the issue. Okay, so here let's create a Swift file, and I'm going to call it sign in Facebook helper, and here we are going to import Facebook login. Okay, and we will add our sign-in function, so admin actor, and like we did for Google helper, we will have a sign-in function that will return Google sign-in result model. So in this case, we will return the model Facebook sign-in result model. So admin actor function sign-in is async throws, and it returns Facebook sign-in result model. Okay, but here we got a small issue that I need to explain. Okay, so if I go back in the documentation and check how they are working. Okay, so I'm not sure. Okay, I think it's not really clear here, but okay, not sure where I saw this, but anyway, the main issue, okay, I think in the next steps I can see how to do app events and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm not going to waste my time to show you from the documentation, but the main issue with Facebook is that they still use completion handlers. And as you can see, I prefer to work with async await. It's more the trend now, so it's better. And the problem to force Facebook to use this, I'm going to use something called continuation, where we stop the async function and resume it. So it's very easy to understand, but anyway, so here I'm going to do okay, and here we will return and we will use something called with continuation or with checked throwing continuation. So it will be return try await with checked throwing continuation, and here it returns continuation. And from here we can start by creating our login manager. So let login manager equal login manager. Then we need our top view controller like we did for signing in Google Helper. So here I will need guard let top view controller equal this, else we will have continuation dot resume, and we will throw a URL error. So URL error with code of dot cannot find host, and return. Okay, then we need to log in. So login manager dot login, and I'm going to pass the one with permission and from and handler. So for permission I will ask for email and public profile. So email and public profile. From think top view controller, and here it will be result error. And here first thing I will need to check if I got an error or not. So if let error equal error, so if error is not nil, in that case continuation dot resume, and we throw the error, and of course we return. Then we also check if the result was cancelled. So guard first thing check that the result is not nil. So guard result equal result, and we also check that it is cancelled is equal to false. So result dot is cancelled is equal to false. So it wasn't cancelled, else it will be continuation dot resume, and we throw URL error with the code of dot cancelled, and return. Okay, once we know it wasn't cancelled and there is no error, then we can start our request. So read request equal graph request, and with one with graph path and parameters. So for graph path it will be me. For parameters I will pass fields that is ID and email. Okay, then we start our request. So request start the one with completion. So I don't need the first one. The second one will be result, and the third one, as the name says, it will be error. So first thing we check if we got an error. So if let error equal error, so it fits not nil. In that case, we throw an error, so continuation dot resume throwing error, and we return. If we got no error, we get the user info, so guard let user info equal result as dictionary of string and any. Okay, once we know we got the user info, I want also to get the user ID. So let user ID equal user info of ID, and it is as a string. So, and if I got also, I need to also get the access token, because if any one of them isn't there, so it makes no sense. I cannot retrieve the email or do the login. So I will also check the access token. So let access token equal access token dot current dot token string. If any of them isn't, so else we throw an error. So continuation dot resume, and we throw URL error with the code of dot bad server response, and then we return. Okay, and after we got all this, we can finally, if we got no problem and we got the user ID and the access token, now we can get the email. So let email will be equal to user info of the field email as a string. And now all we need to do is return our Facebook sign-in result model. So let Facebook sign-in result equal to Facebook sign-in result model, and we give it the access token, the user ID, and the email. Okay, and once we did all this, all we need is continuation dot resume returning, and we return our Facebook sign-in result, and that's all we need to do. So we can now start using this. So the last thing we need to do, as you probably have guessed, is go to our login view model, and like we did here, we are going to do something that is very similar. So let helper equal to sign in and I think sign in Google helper, it should be sign in Facebook helper. I don't know why it doesn't see it, so it's a little bit strange. Sign in Facebook helper. Okay, let me check, what did I call it? Okay, I think here I created wave one. Here I think I created the function and I forgot to create the class, so I apologize. So final class sign in Facebook helper, and all this should be inside the function. So okay, so small mistake from me, so I don't know why I forgot this. So equal sign in Facebook helper. Then we got the tokens, so let tokens equal try await helper dot sign in, and we finish it with try await auth servers dot share dot sign in with Facebook, and we pass the tokens, and this should be all we need to have this. So if I now click on run, I should be able to log in with Facebook. Okay, so finger crossed everything will be working perfectly. Okay, so let's wait for it. Okay, and hopefully everything will be working perfectly. And I really apologize. The video was very long, even longer than I previously anticipated. But anyway, that's the issue with integrating Facebook. A lot of steps to do so. And if we want to make it public, of course you need to add the URL policy, the icon, and a number of other stuff. But anyway, hopefully it works from the first attempt, so the video doesn't get any longer, and hopefully also it doesn't take a lot of time. Okay, so I need to sign out. I'm already logged in, I think. Okay, so log out. I click on continue with Facebook. Okay, so as you see, tutorial Pinterest want to use facebook.com to sign in. Let's click continue. Okay, so I'm going to log in. My email, and for the password, leave me. I will write it. I won't go back to you. Okay, now that I wrote the password, I click on login. Okay, not now because now. Okay, so as you can see, because it's requesting access to name and profile and email address, I click on continue as Omar. Okay, and as you can see, I'm logged in, which is perfect. So now if I go to Firebase and go to users, as you can see, a third one, which is this one, has logged in using this provider today, which is perfect. So hope that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.